Alright, ladies, gentlemen, and kitties, thanks to RideNow Powersports in Peoria, Arizona, and Suzuki Motorcycles of North America, I'm here at the Phoenix Bikefest in Peoria, and today I will be riding one of my favorite budget sport adventure touring motorcycles, the DL650 V-Strom. Oh my, I love this bike. If I'm just broke ass right now and I need a nice adventure touring bike, this will be my pick. Okay, while we're waiting, ergonomics check. I'm 6'3", 200 to 220 pounds with a 32-inch inseam, and I'm full flat-footed on both sides. With the pegs touching a little bit on my calf area, so all is good. The brand V-Strom has been around forever, basically since 2004. And this is the third generation model of the V-Strom. I've ridden the second generation model many moons ago, and this is my first time riding this third generation model, and I'm pretty excited to do this right now. So right now, low speed is still stupid easy, and I feel very, very comfortable. Oh, so silky smooth. I just love this bike. So new for the 2018 model, it basically shares a lot of parts from the 1000cc model. The gauges, the look, the accessory points, but the venerable V-twin from the SV650, but remapped to deliver more torque at the lower revs. Essentially from the second generation, there's not much difference between the two, the second and the first. It's just more like aesthetic wise. Oh, I love this bike. This is my favorite bike in this class. Mirrors, that's what you expect. Not many people in the YouTube community likes these mirrors. I do. So whatever they say, I like it. It gives me a lot of visibility behind me. The weight, you don't feel the weight too much. The engine, the mapping is just the way I remembered, silky smooth. It has that V-twin characteristics. And see, I accidentally left it on second gear, and I left it, and it didn't even stall, because for this generation V-Strom, it has that clutch assist, on which it will resist the bike to stall as you go on. This feature also, the SV650, like that bike over there, that red, nice, juicy little naked thing over there. They basically share almost everything besides the overall frame. On this one, it has some different traction control modes, which is very helpful for a beginner like me, especially on inclement weather and stuff like that. Yeah, it's so smooth, it's so silky to ride. And I feel very roomy in this bike. Although compared to the second generation model, this gauge gives you too much information. At some point, in some degree, it is a little distracting at some point compared to the second generation white-faced gauge. To be honest, I prefer the second generation white-faced gauge compared to the hand-me-down version from the DL1000, the V-Strom 1000. Also, this bike is the standard model that has a cast wheels. You could get an XT version that has spoke wheels. Oh yeah, it's just so easy to ride. I just love this bike. Brake pedal feel, it's a little mushy. The rear brakes are a little mushy, the brake pedal. The fronts, on the other hand, there is a little bit of a play, but it's pretty direct. On the clutch lever part, it bites halfway. So this will be very essential when you try to shift very fast, if you try to keep up with these crotch rockets right in front of us. Alright. Okay, let's go. Very nice. Although muted, the exhaust delivers a pretty good job of deciphering the sound. I'm with my earmuffs at the moment, and it's doing a fantastic job of letting me know that it delivers that V-twin charm. The windshield definitely works so far here in the city streets, but I'm not so sure on the freeway, because this demo that ride doesn't want to touch the freeway for some odd reason. Rev matching is pretty good, very fluid. It's a very fluid engine. See, it's a seamless bike to ride. One thing I noticed too right now is there is a minor hint of vibrations on the handlebars, but it's not annoying. Yeah, little gummy grips will help that. Also, there's also a little bit of vibrations on my foot, but nothing on my butt. So that's good. Some people didn't like the stock seats on this. Actually, I follow the V-Strom forums called Stromtroopers. Shout out to them. But this bike is, compared to other entry-level adventure touring bikes, it's pretty bare bones in comparison. But the added bonus this year, this 2018 V-Strom, is it has a socket now, which is very, very handy if you're gonna go some long distance trips and stuff. If you're gonna let me compare this to the Versys 300 or the Versys 650, of course this is bigger than the Versys 300, but if I compare this to the Versys 650, for every day I take this. But compared to, if you want twisting, winding roads, I bet the Versys will perform a lot better. And I also said on the Versys 650, it's basically a budget multi-strata, while the V-Strom feels like a budget GS or budget KTM actually, since the KTM and the V-Strom are the same V-twin, same chain drive. Yeah, it's basically a budget budget KTM. Too bad KTM doesn't offer a 690 adventure. That's too bad. But you got this. I love the way this bike feels. It's so stable, so relaxing. I'd rather have this in a cruiser. I feel so roomy in here. So comfortable. Rev matching is like crazy. Just put a nice Yoshimura in this thing. It'll sound like a KTM with a quarter of the speed. See, it just doesn't want to. It's just fluid, no herky jerky. The throttle is perfect. The clutch is perfect. What more can I ask for? It's quiet, it's relaxing, it's stress-free motoring. In fact, if I'm in Manila, I'd take this. I'd get this bike. But I don't know about its size. I might have a hard time weaving through Manila traffic on this, because this bike is big. This is bigger than an average third world bike. But here in the US, it suits the part. It suits very well. If I can afford a Super Adventure T, I might get this for sure. Or if and with my broke ass right now, I'll get the second generation. Actually, if I'm gonna say it right now, if I have a second generation and upgrade it to a third gen, no, save your money. But if you're just gonna get this as your first bike, or you're transitioning from a different bike to this, it's a solid buy. And you have a very, very strong community with this bike. Everywhere in the world will support you with this bike. Actually, this is one of those vaunted world bikes. The GS, the KTMs, Goldwings. Yeah, this is a world bike. She's kind of cute. And we're back here at Peoria Sports Complex. On slow speeds like this, the throttle can be a little herky-jerky, but not too much. It's a little bit more muted compared to some Yamahas that I've ridden. But low speed maneuvering in this bike, despite of its height and weight and heft, you don't really feel it at all. It's just, it rolls along smoothly. It's a very excellent engineering motorcycle, despite for its budget audience, like my broke ass. Here you go. All right, neutral. Closest remedy, off. Kickstand is pretty easy because there's a big horseshoe loop right there, and there you go. As any tall bikes, use your foot pegs to get out so you don't stretch your legs whatsoever. See, that one is the 1000, this one is the 650. As you can see from afar, you don't see that much difference. The one thing that you'll notice is the badge right here. It says 650, and of course that one's an XT model, but that's besides the point. There's the iconic Suzuki V-twin. Even the gauges, they're the same. Even the rear rack is the same. They're trying to mesh their accessories together. Even their exhaust is the same also. But 2 thumbs way up. I love the V-Strom. It's close to my heart. Alrighty, see you guys later. Peace out.